information. Choosing healthy choices, providing you with sound information. Bringing balance to hormones and insulin through food. With DFL, teaching you food choices to see it through. DFL, we're teaching you to eat food right. Teaching you to pair food with each bite. Balancing our body's microbiome, feeling so right. With diet-free life, it helps futures lose
Hello, everybody. This is Roberto Lorenzo Ferguson, and I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity. I know I'm talking fast, so let me start over. This is Diet Free Life with Robert Ferguson. Okay. And as always, I am excited and delighted to be here and to share with you because I care. And today we're going to keep it short and simple. I want to encourage you to become informed when it comes to the microwave. Now, let me share with you where this information comes from. And let me quickly just tell you, if you listen, what you're going to get out of our time together. Number one, what if I said to you that when you cook food, right? And some foods, when you cook them, you actually lose nutrients. And what if I said, based on that boiling food, you lose more nutrients than if you microwave foods? And then what if I said, if you bake foods, fry foods, pan fry, deep fry foods, you're going to lose more nutrients than if you use a microwave? Now, many people assume that the microwave is a horrible tool. And many people have made a big decision in their life to get rid of their microwave. Oftentimes, you will have people say it causes cancer. Well, it doesn't. Then you have people say that it's the radiation, and I don't want anything to do with it. Microwaves don't work based on radiation. They work based on vibrations. So there's waves, microwaves that create vibrations that creates the energy or the heat. There's no need to be concerned with cancer. Now, I have made available a link to an article that I wrote. The article, you could probably read it in, 7-8 minutes. So I want to encourage you to read the article. I've also provided references to back up everything that I'm saying, because most people that I talk to think that the microwave is not a healthy tool. And the hypocrisy or the oxymoron that goes with that is that people still use them, thinking that they're unhealthy. But here's the good news. They are not unhealthy. See, there's a thing called misinformation, and you hear about that around politics, but I see it with nutrition all the time. And when people are not informed, it's really easy to be guided or influenced by those who are misinformed. I see it again with weight loss. I'm seeing it with collagen in a big way. People think they understand collagen, and it's really unfortunate, and they're led by misinformation. And oftentimes it's because somewhere there's marketing that's part of it. Maybe, there's some type of propaganda around it. But when you cut through it, at least in the work that I do, I like to be as true as possible, right? So like collagen, people have misinformation. The same thing is taking place with the microwave. And when you read my article, you'll realize that you threw your microwave away, and that was never necessary. It wasn't. So take the time to read the article so you're informed. It's so unfortunate. Now, I first wrote about the microwave, I'm going to guess about 24 years ago. And it's interesting because every so many years, I go back and look at my original article that I wrote, and I update it. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you right now and why I updated my article was because I had a client on the phone, and my client one of my weight loss clients. She says, Robert, I am so ready. I am ready to do what is necessary to take everything to the next level. I'm making moves, she said. And I said, well, what kind of moves? And she says, well, right now I'm getting ready to throw out my microwave. I'm like, why would you do that? She goes, oh, my son's been on me and telling me I just got to get healthy. I'm going to start cooking. I go, wait a minute, hold up. Hold up. Like the song, wait a minute, right? I'm like, why are you throwing it out? And everything that she said to me, I addressed in the article. That's why I want you to read it. And you know what? Forward it and share it with other people, because so many people have no idea that the microwave is one of the best inventions, in my opinion, in the 20th century. It's quick. You get what you want. It doesn't cause harm. Now, even though when you cook food, like the longer and the higher the temperature and all these things, you can lose nutrients. One of the key highlights I want you to understand is that sometimes you get more nutrients. Like, I'll give you an example. If you were to saute some carrots, we know scientifically that you don't lose beta carotene. You actually increase it by about 35%. So sometimes cooking food can help provide you with better bioavailability, meaning it gets into the system, you absorb it better, and it's a win-win. But the microwave is not a negative thing. It's a good thing. Now, if you're a raw food person and you're against anything cooking, okay, we can have that debate. And I've had those debates with people many times. And in the end, we either agree, to disagree, or we look at the facts and the science and we realize certain things. Now, before I leave, because I'm going to leave, I told you I would keep it short. I want to read with you the original question that came to me, right? And the article is titled, Is Your Microwave Helping or Harming Your Health? If you cook food, if you pan fry, if you stir fry, if you use, I don't know, you boil a steamer, it's not, those things I would say are worse as far as losing nutrients in food than the microwave. Okay. Here's the question that was given to me originally. It says, quote, I want to be healthy. And that's the part I get. I know we all want to be healthy. But I've heard I need to start making over my kitchen. Should I begin by getting rid of my microwave? That's exactly what my client said. I've read that microwaves destroy nutrients and that the radiation could cause cancer. Total misinformation. Let me just say out loud, because I remember when this first started. So 2003, there was an article or paper that was published. And the paper was based on looking at food and wanting to know if the microwave was messing up or taking away or killing some of the nutrients. So they got a bowl and they took 5 ounces of broccoli, and then they took 5 ounces of water with the broccoli, put it in the microwave. When they microwaved it and then they retested the nutrients in the broccoli, they noticed that 97% of the nutrients were gone. They were killed. When that happened, everybody just automatically just said, the microwave is bad. Don't use it. It's killing the food, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you have 5 ounces of broccoli, and I remember this like it was yesterday, and the same amount of ounces in water, that means you're boiling the broccoli. See, if I were to cook broccoli in a microwave, I wouldn't use 5 ounces of water, maybe 2 tablespoons. And when you boil anything, you're going to lose a lot of nutrients. So if we took that and just put it in a pot and boiled the broccoli, same outcome. But no one explained that. And everyone just assumed that the microwave was killing the food. And that's not what happened. So in the article, I provide you with clarity as well as references, and you can look it up. There you go. You see what I mean? Like, think about if you didn't have clarity about this and now you do, you have a resource there. And like my dear friend Cindy caught me live. What's up, Cindy? Now you know. And you can look at this situation and associate it with many situations about food, weight loss, lifting weights. Don't be so quick to just agree. Use some discernment, right? Some critical thinking. Question it a little bit. And then as a result, you will have more clarity and you will have total confidence. I have total confidence in the things that I do with my clients. One of the reasons why my clients benefit by having a coach who is good at what I do, right? Knowledgeable, then they don't have to guess. And that's what it's all about, because so many people are guessing. Think about all the people who have thrown their microwave away, thinking like the woman who sent me this question and assuming that it is causing cancer, that it is radiation, and they have no idea. Maybe they heard it at a seminar, because oftentimes you'll have someone who has misinformation speaking with a command presence and other people like nodding and just assume that that person is telling the truth. So there you go. Now, if you got any questions for me, bring it. You can also post your questions wherever you like, in the comments. If you're catching me on YouTube, hey, I'm glad you came by. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe and share the information. Don't keep it to yourself. All right. So I'm Robert Ferguson. Now we know the truth about the microwave. You have a resource that you can actually click on, read it online. And I made it where you can print it, download it, and then you own it. And if anything in my article you feel is not true or accurate, my contact information is right there. I would love to hear from you. So again, this is Diet Free Life with Robert Ferguson. I appreciate you, and time to go. Have a good one. Love you, and see you mañana.
Robert Ferguson's got the plan you need. With Diet Free Life, it's the key. No more starving, getting rid of inflammation. Choosing healthy choices, providing you with sound information. Bringing balance to hormones and insulin through food. With DFL, teaching you food choices to see you through. DFL, we're teaching you to eat food right. Teaching you to pair food with each bite. Balancing our body's microbiome, feeling so right.